Lincoln Railer basketball on a Friday night, along with Josh Komnick, Jeff Benjamin with you. Our score, it's the same as the halftime score was last year. Glenwood 8, Lincoln 5. Tyler Horsham's 3 at the buzzer gets the Railers to within 3. Railers will start with alternate possession here in the second quarter in the end near us. Horsham over to Bowlby, now around the perimeter to Cruz. Bowlby looking to go baseline against Albrecht. Albrecht cuts him off there. Cruz, top of the key, hands to Podbelsic. Will's going to fire a 3, and it's good, and we are tied.
All right, 2 threes gets us right back in it. Boy, the Railers were non-existent there for a little while, and with 2 threes that brought us back, it brings up the pressure a little bit. The Railers a little quicker out right now.
Railers have tied it at 8. So 8-0 runs from each team to get the game started here on a Friday. Allen tries to answer, spins out, no good. Came a little bit off the side of his hands. It spun out of the rim.
Good job by Podbelsic to contest the shot also.
Will down to Cruz in the corner. Bowlby's going to try and hit from 3. Shot it a little long. Horsham did a nice job. He came from the backside of Fuchs, who didn't see him. Tyler slapped down on it, got all ball, went off Fuchs' leg. Nice job by Tyler. Railers keep the ball.
Yeah, Bowlby, one of our most consistent shooters really throughout the tournament, the Eaton Electrical tournament, and hasn't been able to get on track. The foul trouble, I think, against Jacksonville really hurt Edward, and then against Southeast, not able to get on track. So, again, two threes attempted by Bowlby, not hit one. Look good, as they always do. He's got a great arc and a great follow-through. Just hasn't been able to knock him down.
Another stoppage of play as Coach Blakeman gets the officials' attention.
I think that'll work on a fast break.
Probably not.
Okay, I hope not.
Sam Knox out there, and Knox is actually having some words with some of the Glenwood fans. Podbelsic dribbles into Cruz. Swinging around the perimeter to Bowlby. Podbelsic in the right corner looks to go, makes a move. That bounce pass on the baseline finds Cook on the left side for 3.
Yeah, he's done it. He does it every game. At least once or twice, Will Podbelsic dribbles baseline. Doesn't really have anything as far as a shot or a layup, and he does a good job of bounce passing it. And, a great hustle by Max.
Ball was going out of bounds. Max saved it in bounds. McAdams and Podbelsic dove on the floor. Nice hustle by both. A timeout is taken. We will keep it here. It's just a 30-second timeout, but Max did a good job of saving it in bounds. But Josh, you talk about the play by Podbelsic. I think what's interesting is you wonder sometimes if every time he dribbles, that's his intention. I don't think he's even actually looking to shot. He's looking to get it on the far side.
Well, when you go baseline, and as much help that Chatham tries to give their teammates, everybody wants to look at the ball. Well, you got to think that bounce pass, when you're looking at the ball, you got to change direction in a hurry, and Will put something on that bounce pass. It's not an easy floater. He puts a little heat on it, and he finds the shooters in the corner, and this time the recipient was Max Cook.
So McAdams saving the possession for Glenwood, gets the timeout. Titans with the basketball. 6.5 to go in the first, and just a bad pass, McAdams. I'm not sure if Brown was looking for it, but Brown just a little distracted, lost it out of bounds right in front of the Railer bench.
Well, I thought early on Will was just letting Peyton Allen kind of dribble it up against him, and it's really you don't see one guy beating the 1-2-2. And now since then, Will's put a little more pressure on him, and Peyton Allen wasn't really ready for it.
High post to Austin Cruz. Max comes around the screen. Checked out there by Brown. Railers up 11-8 after getting down early, 8-0. They're on an 11-0 run. 3 threes in a row for the Railers. Podbelsic dribbles top of the key, hands to Bowlby. Edward with the spin, kicks back out to Horsham. Max fakes, dribbles in. Nice spin move, kicks out to Will. Will, 3 on the way. Back rim, no good. High for the rebound. Bowlby tips it out, but it is Brown there for the Titans who tracks it down.
Yeah, I think Brown really in there for rebounding and defense. Probably the best defender. He's guarding Max Cook, so really, again, get out on Peyton Allen, get out on McAdams, and stop Fuchs in the middle, and the Railers are going to look pretty good.
Allen drives in, and we've got traveling called on Allen. It was a good move, and turnover. Gavin Block will check back in. He replaces Austin Cruz. Austin did a nice job while he was in there.
Austin's been a great sub off the bench. Doesn't hurt you, brings some toughness, a little rebounding, knows the game, knows his role. He's not a great shooter, but he knows what he can do.
Cook working against Brown, still in the lane. Nice move with the left hand. It is good.
Yeah, there's where Max can get inside a little bit and get some easy layups. a good post move. He's quick inside, and we've been wanting that from him for quite a while.
Well, some of the moves he's got is just flashes of how good he can be. Fuchs working against Max. Now they work it back down as we're near the 5-minute mark. Fuchs. The free throw line. Over to Matchini.
This is about as close to man-to-man as you're going to see the Railers right now.
I was going to say Fuchs with the move inside off the glass is good. He has 4, and that breaks the Railer run at 13-0. 13-10, Lincoln still on top by 3 as we hit the 4:40 mark here in the second quarter from Roy S. Anderson in Lincoln. Yeah, because down on the defensive end, Allen doesn't go anywhere that Podbelsic doesn't follow. Gavin, 3, front of the rim. Allen there, the rebound for Glenwood.
Yeah, tough for Gavin, too. Just came off the bench. Been sitting for a while. You got to take a little time to get back in rhythm.
And McAdams, a pass to no one really as it's thrown out of bounds. And McAdams has come in and has done a nice job scoring for Glenwood so far this season. You wonder for a little bit of frustration because he really hasn't had a chance to look at any shots tonight.
4 turnovers for the Railers, 4 now for the Titans. So we had ours early on. Now Titans are starting to get theirs.
Approaching the halfway mark in the quarter. Podbelsic, right corner 3. That's up and good again. Will with 2 of those. He's got 6. And that's the Railer lead.
Sorry, Jeff. The good thing the Railers are doing right now is setting screens. Man, we're laying a body on somebody and not getting out of it. Nice.
McAdams drives in, and a blocking foul is going to be whistled as Bowlby tried to sneak in there and draw the charge. And I think McAdams did a nice job, Josh, of sliding over just a little, but the Lincoln bench thinks Edward was set.
Yeah, pretty good offensive play. Edward was there, but all the time you see that guy take that side step and get to kind of the side, the shoulder of Edward, and not hit him square in the chest. And more times than not, they're going to call the block on the defender.
McAdams, the 6'1" senior, makes the first.
But what I like what Adams did there, he hasn't been shooting it well, hasn't been able to get a shot off really 1-3 so far from the 3-point line. He did a good job. He went to the basket and he got in, got fouled and was going to the free throw line.
Second one good. McAdams will check out as Albrecht is back in. 16-12 Railers lead is down to 4. And I'll tell you one thing about McAdams' free throw. There is no room for error because that is on a line.
Yeah, he throws a lot of footballs on a line too. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the Central State 8 this past couple of years.
So the Railers with a 4-point lead. Austin Cruz back in for Edward Bowlby. 3:30 to go. Cruz, Railers all around the perimeter. Max raises 3. Top of the key is good.
Max has got his confidence going again. Right back from the game against Southeast. He's shooting the ball well and being really aggressive right now.
Cook with 8, all of them here in the second quarter. And a foul is going to be whistled on the sidelines. Railers a little too aggressive on defense. Tyler Horsham will pick up his first foul. That's the 3rd on the team. And 3:20 to go.
No fouls on Chatham.
No, I mean, as much as Lincoln and Glenwood always seem to have physical play, even only having 3 total fouls is a surprise.
Well, a lot of threes, a lot of shots from the outside, and not a lot of guys crashing the boards. It's been one and done, so there's not a lot of room for fouls.
Matchini gets it to Allen as he's double-teamed by Cook and Podbelsic. Fuchs finds an open Brown underneath, and it's rejected away by Austin Cruz. Glenwood retains Adams' 3-corner. He answers.
Yeah, good block by Cruz, but a good job by the Titans also of regaining the possession off the block shot and fighting McAdams in the corner.
Under 3 to go in the first half. Lincoln with a 4-point advantage of 19-15. Gavin looking. Podbelsic coming around some screens. Will swing it over into Horsham. Now on top to Max. Gavin fakes. Hands to Podbelsic. Now again, Cook working against Brown. Horsham's going to fire a 3. It's on the way. It's spun off no good. McAdams the rebound.
Yeah, Tyler takes some that are way too long. We can get that. Oh, that's a charge.
And a blocking foul is going to be whistled on, is that Horsham? That is Tyler that went down. But from our angle, Josh, it looked like, I didn't see who was handling the ball, but it certainly looked like he put that arm straight out and pushed.
I thought Tyler had a great position, and Peyton Allen hit him right in the chest. But there's sometimes you're that high-profile guy, the guy that's been looked at by colleges, and everybody knows them. The refs know who they are. Of course, the people in the stands know who they are. You might get a couple calls.
Into the contest for the first time is 5'11" sophomore Peyton Ebelair. He played some big minutes down in Southeast last week when the Railers had Podbelsic and Bowlby in foul trouble. Down in the corner, they skip it across to Matcheny. McAdams, a long three. That spun off no good. Max there, the rebound for the Railers. Lincoln looking to run. Gavin over in the corner to Ebelair, to Cruz. Max peeks over his shoulder, gets the instruction from Coach Neil Alexander. Winner of over 500 games here at Lincoln High School. Max with the spin. 14-footer is good.
That's a tough move right there. Right now they don't have a guy that can guard Max, so Coach is trying to find every play he can get to get a one-on-one with Max, and there he called a play we ran when I was in school, and just basically a one-on-one, and Max, you take over and take your guy.
Were you the one-on-one?
Only if Brian wasn't.
21-14, Max now in double figures with 10. Inside move by Fuchs, it spins off no good. Ball tipped around, Railers come up with it as Max cradles it. 1:15 to go. Max looking to the bench. Do they start looking for one?
Well, if they don't come out, you've got momentum. I like the offense the Railers are running out. We're getting to the basket. You don't want to try and break it up, but again, you got a 21-15 lead with a minute left here in the second. Boy, it'd be huge if you could get a 2 or 3 and send us into a halftime.
And we hear Steve Sauer, the PA announcer at Royce Anderson, tell everyone in attendance 1 minute to go. And Max is just dribbling at the center court logo. And it looks like Glenwood very content to let it happen. Now Albrecht comes out on him, and the Railers start their offense down to 40 seconds. And now it looks like Glenwood's trying to force the action and speed things up.
Well, they don't have any fouls. They can really be aggressive and go after the ball. I'd be just going after it, slapping it, just to see if you can get a hand on something.
Fuchs and Block really battling underneath as Gavin trying to cut through the lane down to 20 seconds. Again, the Railers with a 6-point advantage as we're getting close to halftime. Max looks to Coach Alexander, gets the call. We're down to 10. See if they find Podbelsic on a 3 maybe.
Shoot.
Max dribbles in, backing, goes to the basket, and it will not go down, and a foul is going to be whistled, and that one's going to go against Fuchs, I believe. First foul on him, and with a 1.5 to go in the half, the first foul against Glenwood.
And that's a shooting foul, so Max is going to go to the line, and really, I thought he had a 3. It was a high ball screen, basically, by Cruz. And he did a good job of setting the screen, being solid on it. Max came off the top of the key, and I thought he had a 3, and as hot as he's been, I was ready for him to pump it up there, but he did a good job of wasting a little more time, and finally got to the rim and got fouled.
The one area that Max has struggled a little bit in, Josh, free throw, only a 53% free throw shooter early on in the season. 2 big ones here coming up for the Railers with a 2.5 to go. First one from Cook on the way, rattles in, out, and back in.
Yeah, he's been shooting the ball really well. I thought last game he shot it well. He handled pressure pretty much the whole game and still had his legs to put it up there.
Second one, that's good as well. He will check out. Bobby Donofsky will check in. 2.5 to go. Let's see what can happen. Fuchs looking to inbound. Does to Allen. Allen, 3/4 court. It's on the way and is off the side of the backboard. So, at halftime, the Railers will go into the locker room with the advantage. It is Lincoln 23, Chatham-Glenwood